Although there are days that are difficult, my dears, it is not all for nothing. You keep that in mind moving forward. Welcome home, homies. I can only tell you one thing. On the nights you feel outnumbered, homie, I'll be out there somewhere. Right here. Hey there, sweetness, how goes it? I do hope that it goes well. Quick name of the game. If there's anything that is connective to this collective, that's beautiful. I invite you to take that shit with you. If, however, nothing here resonates, that's alright. You just leave it right where you fucking found it. It's probably a piece of information that was meant for somebody else in the collective. You should never take something off the table, or in general, that does not belong to you. Please keep in mind that time may be fluid as well as energy, and let's get into it, shall we? Ooh, yes. Yes, we fucking shall. What are we getting into? Our individual and collective happy places. Believe it or not, you're gonna find out. You're about to find out. Again, welcome home, homies. Please do the tribe a favor. Make sure you get those likes up on your way in. Thank you to those that have already begun. I'd like to take a moment to say thank you so much for any and all donations, for just your considerations, for your likes, for your comments, for being here, sharing, taking part in the community tab, just any and everything that you guys do to help keep me coming back here and to help keep this collective, this shanty, growing. Thank you. One big stoner excuse me for any and all coughs. My throat is silly today, so please excuse me for that. But as I said the other day, I'm not going to let it keep me away. I have a couple words to begin with. Grace and initiative. And so when I saw them, I was actually just moving stuff around, getting ready for the reading, and it's something that I made years and years ago. But it's grace and initiative. I recognize that as important to our reading tonight because, well, I came in contact with grace and some giving. So it's all about giving grace and taking initiative. Those are very important pieces of guidance right now. Give grace and take initiative. Or perhaps some are being guided to do that in situations where you're concerned. All right. So this came up. Spells 4. There's a bunch of nature and pens and candles and crystals and things like that. This is something that I channeled. I just saw it. Somebody's looking at spells 4... And they're putting together the pieces. It's something to do with karmic justice. Hello. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly, but it's something some of you may be learning natural remedies. You guys may be working with crystals, working with magics, so to speak, spiritualities. Some of you may have found out and gotten spanked by the spiritual world, fucking with things that you shouldn't have. I feel like there's a message that has happened for some. But right now I'm almost getting that some people were doing it to you, towards you, and they were trying to bury you. And though you've been as low as it gets, you ain't 6 feet deep yet. And they're about to get spanked for what they've tried to do. A little bit of bibliomancy from one of my books. We're going with the Twin Flame Oracle 323. Whether you resonate with being a twin flame or not, I am, so I do. I get some serious messages and information from this book. And, you know, there is a strict belief that being a twin flame doesn't have to do with being a soulmate or a lover to anyone else. It can be just balancing your masculine and feminine qualities within yourself. Okay. So, here we go, messages. I'm being callous. Yes, I am. I'm sorry, Spirit. Spirit of love, truth, grace, and guidance. Please guide myself, guide these messages, guide this collective. Please guide us all, always, always. It's funny, as I started to say that, as I've forgotten it, which I never do, I started putting my head down in shame, and I hear Spirit say, don't do that, just lift your head to remember. Say, thank you for your patience. You're giving me grace. And let's take some initiative. What do we have? Someone's been going through the phases of ego. Phases of ego. And there's something about a raw apprenticeship. I keep seeing the show Once Upon a Time. Not sure if you guys have seen that or not. It's about, you know, storybook characters all grown up and things. In it, oh, I just totally forgot. Yes, I'm chasing and graphing the graphic details. Raw apprenticeship. Okay, so in that show, there was a page in there that said chasing the graphs and graphing the information. Yes, I am. Raw apprenticeship. In that show, it talks about Merlin, Arthur, Merlin, that story. And everyone has come and tried to steal this magical thing, and none of them have been able to. And they all come, and as they're trying to steal the thing out, like all these evil bad people, they come and they try and steal this thing from Merlin, or Merlin's castle, and they beat up who they perceive to be Merlin's apprentice, this old man with a long white beard, and he's sweeping the floor. And they're like, why would Merlin put you in charge of something so important? Little do they know that that is the sorcerer. That apprentice is the sorcerer. So for some, it's a message of people are learning their lesson for going against you as hard as they have. I'm getting they struggled against you in a way that has literally brought struggle unto you. But you have to take responsibility for allowing it to happen in order to not let it happen again. Flip side, you're going through these phases of ego within yourself, coming to realize that you are not just some apprentice. And it's like massive growth, but at the price of much sacrifice. Heavy. Ah! Sorry guys, my book just knocked you right over. It's too big for this table. Okay. Anyway. I think we're going to begin with the What Do You Meme deck. That was no accident. The way those books fell, and I just put them over on the shelf and they fell again, but they fell with a different book upright, and a symbol of protection is showing through. Also, many of you are about to find something that you perceived yourself to have lost some time ago, but it wasn't lost. It was sort of like a spiritual offering that your spirit made to, for some of you I'm getting like the fae, for some of you I'm getting the crows, the spirits, your spirit made an offering, a sacrifice, and it was accepted. And some of you perceive yourselves to have lost something, some sort of symbol, some sort of possession, some sort of something. But you didn't. It was taken in trade. And whatever it was that you were seeking, I'm getting some sort of reclamation, declaration, reclamation, is being received on your end. You held up your end of the bargain, and now yours is going to be upheld spiritually. And that's all I'm at liberty to say. Something about clear out things that remind you of times and lives, people and pasts come and gone. Shit that just weighs you down, drags you down, puts you in a state of darkness, shadow, interrupts your phases of light and growth. You be careful. Someone may want to look into old toys, as I was just talking about all the things come and gone and whatnot. Your first card, when all the old toys your mom threw out are suddenly worth thousands of dollars. So, as I say, clean and clear things out, maybe there are some things that you want to take a second glance at. And I don't mean, spend too much time, but some of you are in that feeling of when you finally get home and you can be ugly in peace. Ugh, yes. And you have when you go to a Halloween party as the Hulk, and people keep saying they love your Shrek costume. Oh man. What do you meme? Okay, that was cute. Get you guys a couple musical chairs, or however many want to come out, maybe just one. Channeled song for the collective, please. Channeled song for the collective. Musical chairs, what do they need to hear? Thank you. Porch Swing Angels, or Angel, excuse me, by Muscadine Bloodline. Let's just sit on this porch swing and take it from there. It's the sound of the chain links as we rock till it's night, and we can watch as the sun sets. It's a beautiful song. All right. Someone is coming into a stage, a phase of growth after feeling stuck in the mud, but the mud was the medium for the growth. Messages for the collective, please. Messages for the homies. What do they need at this time? Thank you. Bottom of the deck, the witching hour, favorable circumstances. And the picture here absolutely depicts a whole lot of this. So something that you've been learning about, something natural that you've been working on creating, things you've been jotting down information, you've been researching shit, you've been doing shit, you've been learning your shit, man. You're on your shit. It's bringing you into favorable circumstances and or bringing favorable circumstances into you. Midnight Moth, distraction. Card 39. And the witching hour was card 6. For any of you that like the numbers. You guys have card 29, broken branch, heartache. Someone got distracted. They knew they shouldn't. But like a moth to the flame, they couldn't help themselves, and someone went in for a midnight snack, and they ended up snapped. That's for some of you, not all of you. There is a lot about the crows, the ravens, the blackbirds. I mean, always here at the shanty, but they are in theme in the cards tonight as well as the moths. Maybe some fireflies, the gray fox. The gray fox. Gray fox. There's a message in that. One season, I saw these gray foxes. They had burrowed in behind this building next to mine, and oh, they were fucking majestic, gorgeous, beautiful. But I looked out the window one season, and they were, these teeny tiny itty bitty little things. Their mom was not so itty bitty little, but the two cubs, babies, they were. Well, by the end of the season, there were 3 full-grown foxes, and it was like, holy shit, she called in more family? No, those were the babies, and they grew so fast that it was just, whew. So maybe that's what somebody's working on, some sort of spell for, some sort of magic for fast growth, because something was broken. Something was broken after much. Something about this break, something about this distraction, in its own right, the storm here created some sort of favorable circumstances, if even just for a short little window of time. So if you resonate with that, you scoot your ass right through that window. I'm also noticing 39-29. 1 step forward and 10 steps back. So if someone allows themselves to get distracted continually, you guys, if we allow ourselves to continually get taken off path, it's off path. It is being distracted. It's off path. So we're going to end up with some heartache. We're going to end up with some broken branches that didn't belong there in the first fucking place. We just decided to let them grow there. But I just got like Tesla vibes or Einstein vibes, or just like, bubbly-headed professor vibes. Like, ha ha ha, I'm on to something. When it comes to growth. Although, haha, that may be a trick in itself for some. That you can't force growth. That you can't just, poof, magically make something grow overnight. But perhaps finishing snapping that fucking already broken branch off and giving the tree some nutrients where it was wounded so it can heal quicker, which will promote growth faster. Magical, but not quite magic, you know? Not some magical little cure that you can just open a potion bottle and go, much as we'd like to, you know? Much as we'd like to have the growth in there. Look at that tree. Look at that. I don't know if you guys can see that very well, but it's literally like a giant potion bottle with a frickin' pine tree, but it's leaned over. It's curled right over. Because that growth didn't belong in there. There wasn't enough air. There's not enough space. Sunlight can't get in through the cork, and the growth just, it ain't taking. It's not taking. It don't travel well, right? Because that's not how growth appears. Again, growth appears at snapping off that fucking last little bit of that broken branch and letting the wound heal, promoting healing, promotes favorable circumstances. Excuse me. I would like to find the book for you. We have it here somewhere, right here. Alright, so card 6 was the first one, the favorable circumstances. That's the bottom of the deck, and we are taking it because yes, please. Hang on one moment. Our music stopped over here. Some of you could be Geminis and or Cancers. Gemini, Cancer cusp maybe, born in June. I just say that because we get the 6. I do apologize. I'm trying to get back to you guys as quickly as possible. My laptop apparently wants to be slow. Just want to make sure it is actually charging my cell phone, which is what I'm playing the music on. Yeah. Anyway. The Witching Hour is the Wish card. This is the Witching Hour Oracle that this came from. I'll get it sitting up right for you guys. Okay. The Wish card, true intent, manifestation, favorable circumstances. It's compatible with the 9 of Cups in the tarot. The Witching Hour card is perhaps the most positive and powerful card in the deck and represents extreme happiness and things coming together in a magical way. This card means the circumstances are highly favorable for your question and situation. You can see the energy of the Witching Hour manifesting in an increase of finances, taking the next step in a relationship, getting a better job, finding the perfect house, or any other number of desirable outcomes related to your question. Additionally, this card is confirmation that your spiritual work is paying off. You're learning and integrating lessons well. Your skills are coming together to create true and pure magic. So all those things that I was seeing that I'm like, these look, magical little bits and pieces, those are your skills. Those are your skills coming together to create your own brand of magic. That is you, homie. Yes, I like that for you. The universe sees this card and will reward your efforts. Giving grace. You're being given grace because you have taken initiative. You are entering into a time of increased manifestation power and should use this time wisely. Define your goals and put them into action from a place of clarity and deep understanding of your desires. Beautiful. Next, the Midnight Moth. Distractions. Do not get distracted from yourselves, you guys. It fucking hurts. It sucks when you do. Doesn't it? Card 39, that was. Keywords: distraction, following the wrong path, a need for change. It's compatible with the moon in the tarot. The Midnight Moth brings an urgent message. You're in need of a drastic redirection. This is your last stop before it's too late to turn back. And this just said you've got a small amount of time. And I had said before that, before I even read what it was about, you have a little window. Little window. Scoot your ass right through it. Right? That's a theme. You've been lured onto the wrong path by a beautiful but dangerous light. We all do it. We all compare our journey to someone else's. You might wonder what makes them so special or how it is that they are always getting opportunities that never seem to make their way to you. The answer is that they're on their own path, which is completely separate from yours. You've been distracted, too focused on other people instead of taking the journey designed specifically for your soul. Your unique gifts have been hiding behind your attempts to be something you're not. Maybe dressing in a style not your own, but which makes you feel as if you fit in, or decorating your home to fit a trend that isn't really your taste. It could mean doing things with friends that you'd rather sit out, or changing your goals to make other people happy and more comfortable. Midnight Moth wants you to know that it's not yet too late to turn things around, but it could be very soon. It may not seem so, but others can intuitively pick up when someone is not being authentic. You may be in danger of losing out on something remarkable because you weren't showing up as yourself, because you weren't showing up for yourself. I added that last line. Remember, the universe brings you opportunities that are meant for who you are, not who others believe you should be. As Disturbed Down with the Sickness comes on. Broken branch. Don't be drowning deep in your sea of lonely at the broken branches. Snap them the fuck off. Let it heal. I'm sorry. I love you enough to use some tough love. If you don't resonate with it, don't take it. Heartache. Severing. Letting go of unhealthy limbs for the greater good. I just got... Someone had mentioned a like traveling minister type person to me that I think they said I could find them on YouTube. The Ministry of No Limbs. The guy has no limbs. I'm seeing that right now. Letting go of unhealthy limbs for the greater good. Some of y'all gotta let go of them all. I understand that, and I tell you what, it's hard, and people are gonna look at you like you're fucking nuts and like you're the problem. Fine, so be it. Down with the sickness, you mother... The tarot companion here would be the Three of Swords. When caring for a plant, it's important to cut off any parts that are dying, or the plant will continue redirecting vital nutrients to that area in hopes of saving it. The damage needs to be removed for the good of the entire plant allowing what is healthy and strong to continue receiving enough resources to grow even healthier. That can be said on such a spiritual level. The same is true for people. When you put all your energy into something that is dying, you're redirecting energy that could fuel stronger areas. When you focus on an ex, you're missing your chance to have a strong, healthy relationship with someone new. When you focus on your mistakes, you miss your strengths and fail to build upon what you're good at. There are some things or people in your life that are sucking up your energy and need to be severed for your overall well-being. The more time and resources you give to this broken area, the more you will suffer in your own life. You may see this manifesting in a lack of money or time, spending more time working on someone else's projects to the detriment of your own, feeling drained of your happiness and energy in the company of someone, or feeling a general sense of dread and lack of direction. That's dangerous, to have lack of direction. Because I just got that there is no lack of energy. There's just a lack of direction for where it's being aimed at, where it's going. Or a lack of the right. Or there has been, or there could be a potential for. But, again, small window, scoot your ass right through it. I love you guys. Alright, let's get some tarot on it, should we? I think we should. Back. Someone, it's just a repeating message of you're gonna get hurt if you keep looking back. You're gonna get hurt if you keep looking back. You're gonna get stuck, you're gonna get distracted. Don't be looking back. Don't be looking back. As your next card out says, looked it up. Four of Pentacles. Looked it up. Don't be looking back. Look it up. What are you doing here? Eight of Wands, communication card. But there's something about, yeah, see, I knew not to, I was telling myself, don't look back, don't look down, don't look at the one that fell on the floor. Oh, there's actually two. But the one that I see is Ten of Swords. Impoverished, war-torn, an Empress in the reverse. Don't look back. Fuck you. I mean, if you keep looking back, you're going to end up wondering where you could have been if you didn't. You've got a lot to lose. You've got a lot to lose, but you don't have shit to prove. This message feels like it's on fire for some of you, but it is like crystals glowing. Your energy is raw right now. Raw apprenticeship material, but it's not even apprenticeship. You are the fucking sorcerer of your life. Some of you are impoverished and war-torn because other people have gotten busy acting dumb, and so have you if that's all you focus on. But there's just, it's an overarching theme. Look forward, look forward, look up. Keep looking forward, just do your best. Keep doing your best. I feel like this, what are you doing here? This question, it's a question that you're going to ask yourself someday when you're standing at the top of the mountain that has been you. Your life, your journeys, your experiences. You get to the top of that mountain and you're going to ask yourself, wow, what am I doing here? How did I get here? And you take a moment to remember everything and everyone along the way that it took to get you there. Give grace. Take initiative. What's next? You conquered that mountain. What's next? For you, I hope you choose and always choose what's best. There's another channeled song for you, Nightbird. It's okay. Keep it in theme with the blackbirds. I'm gonna grab you guys some closing guidance and get me ours out of here. My coffee's cold. Communication. There's a lot about communication. It's time to speak your truth. Feel the blue color stimulate your throat chakra to find the right words. There are messages that need to be communicated. Closing guidance for the collective. What do they need at this time? That one almost wanted to come out, but it didn't, so we're not going to take it. Closing guidance, please. Thank you. I keep getting that feeling of don't look down, don't look back. This fell on the ground, upside down. It's light, so it comes as light in the reverse. Don't stare into the darkness so long that you forget what it looks like, or that by the time you look up to the sun, it hurts. My prayer is that you don't do that. My wish for you is that you don't. My wish for you is that you look for the light to guide you when you're feeling down or lost. Ask for guidance. And the song that we started this with is Outnumbered. Dermot Kennedy, On the Nights You Feel Outnumbered. Maybe I'll be out there somewhere. Guidance shows up in a variety of mysterious ways to remind you that you are never alone. Look for the light. And for those of you that resonate with this, sometimes we do have to be the light. And that sucks. And it seems unfair. But that whole be the change you wish to see in the world, sometimes we have to be the one to turn the light on. Sometimes we have to be the one to pay the power bill. Sometimes we have to, if we expect to get some light. And there is none. It's all darkness all around. Sometimes it is up to us. Find a way. Pay that power bill. Get some battery-powered lights. Turn them on. But light. Turn them on. Turn your lights on, my dears. I love you so much. Thank you so much for being here. And until we speak again.